is my life? Hi everyone, welcome back to Karen Puzzles. So today I'm doing something a little different because I had the crazy idea a while back. What if I mixed together 10 of the same puzzle and then tried to put them all back together? So I emailed my friends at Bits and Pieces and I asked if they could send me 10 of the same 100-piece puzzle, and they did. So that's what we're doing today. What is my life? What are we doing? I literally have no idea how easy or how hard this is gonna be. I've never done this before with this many of the same puzzle. Like, I've mixed smaller, different puzzles together, but never the same puzzle. So we're just gonna see how this goes. So the puzzle that I'm doing is called Kitten and Puppy. Pretty self-explanatory. And I have two rules that I set for myself. Number one, my time is going to start after I get all of the pieces out of the boxes and mixed together, because that's gonna take a minute. And number two, I'm not allowed to stack the puzzles until I finish them, because theoretically I could just do it once and then just keep finding the matching piece and like stacking the pieces up. But that's not what we're doing today. I have to do each one separately. So I guess that's all I've got. Let's give this a try. I don't know if this is gonna be fun. I have no idea what's gonna happen. All right, time to open them all up, and then I'll be rearranging the cameras a bit for when I actually start working on it. So now I already can't get the box back together. Okay, one down. My God, who knew that my biggest nemesis in this entire thing would be just putting the box tops back on. I'm only 3 down. These pieces are so big. This is already so many pieces. There's like a literal mountain of pieces in front of me, and this is not even half of them. Oh no, what have I done? What have I done? I've had these boxes sitting in my apartment for at least a month now, and I just didn't even think about what these would all look like all in one pile. This is, oh no, it's so much more than I thought. All right, that's all of them. Let's give it a nice big mix up. This is crazy. Oh my God, I did not think it was gonna look like this. This is 1,000 very large puzzle pieces. What am I doing? This whole video is just gonna be me laughing and alternating between laughing and crying hysterically. What is my life? All right, well, I'm going to keep one box on the table and the other 9 I can put down here, and then I guess I'll get started. This is a lot more than I expected. What is happening? Yeah, okay. Okay. All right, so we're getting started. I think I need to give these a little bit more of a mix because I didn't give them the best mix when all the boxes were blocking the way. So this is so many pieces. This is ridiculous. Oh, they're already on the floor. So now that we've got all our pieces, I'm going to officially start the clock. All right, there you go. We're starting the clock now. So my first strategy, I think, is going to be to separate out the edge pieces. You know, as always, although I can already tell there are some fake edge pieces in here, so I'll have to keep an eye out for that. Oh no, it looks like there are a lot of fake edge pieces in here. Look at that. You can tell it's like slightly curved. Oh boy. Oh, I just realized the clock, after making such a big deal of like having the clock on screen, it was totally off screen. So there it is. So you can keep an eye on how I'm doing. God, there are so many pieces. Usually a 1,000-piece puzzle is not this physical to work on, but since these pieces are so big, my arms are already getting tired, and it has literally been 4.5 minutes. Oh my god. So the sorting took 18 minutes, and now I just have two giant piles of pieces instead of one giant pile of pieces. How am I gonna do this? This is the part that I did not think through, is like how I'm gonna have enough space for all of this. Let me show you what it looks like from my phone. Have you ever seen more puzzle pieces in your life? I mean, yes, more, but like puzzle pieces that take up this much space. This is ridiculous. What am I doing? All right, well, I guess I just have to start the clock again and get started on the edges. Let's see. Oh my god, I got 2 pieces together. First try. Okay, here's another thing that I did not anticipate, is that the pieces aren't perfectly exact. So some of them are slightly offset. So even though, can you guys even see that? Even though these pieces go together, this one, they're not from the same puzzle originally. So the pieces are a little bit offset. Oh my god. I might just not worry about that and put them all back at the end, you know, mix them all back up at the end, because otherwise if I tried, oh my god, am I even explaining this right? Otherwise it's gonna take literally forever. So yeah, I'm just gonna go with it, and the puzzles probably won't be perfectly exact, but at the very end I'll try to rearrange them so that they all line up. This is so confusing. This is so much harder than I anticipated. I thought I was gonna be done in like an hour or 2. Don't think that's gonna happen now. I lost a piece, but you know, I'm just gonna keep going right now, and I will find it again later. Don't let me forget that there's a piece on the ground. Me, who am I talking to? All right, so I'm a half hour in, and I have 10 each of these corners with the pink flowers. So you know what I should have done is I should have done this on the floor, and then I would have had so much more room to spread out. Do you want to know the funniest thing? I literally have a bigger dining room table, hopefully being delivered tomorrow, and it's just not white, so I don't know if I'm really gonna film on there, but I should have just waited a day and done it on that table. Oh my god, what have I gotten myself into? Why? Why? But why? All right, slight change of plans. I have decided to grab the box top from the 5,000 piece puzzle, because it's the biggest one I have, and I'm gonna put all the extra pieces in here, just because having everything out on the table is not working. There's too much going on. I just need to get them off the table. So let me start the time again and start shoveling all of these in here. Oh my god, that's so much better. So now I can actually spread these out a little bit, and you guys up here on my top camera can actually see what I'm doing. Ooh, oh my god, am I connecting them? I just connected my first entire bottom row. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna be doing for all of these next. I think I will have to stack them, but here's an addendum to that rule. I can't put in a piece when it's like directly on top of the exact same piece. But as I work on it, I can stack them up because there's just no room. I don't have room, okay? This is entirely a rule that I made up myself too. Like, no one's gonna care if I don't follow this. You know what just occurred to me? What if one of these puzzles is missing a piece? I don't even want to think about that. We're just not even gonna let our minds go there. Oh, okay, the first time I put in a new piece, is like very exciting because now for the next 10 pieces, I know for sure where they go. All right, so I kind of went back on my own rules, but can you break rules if you're the one who made them in the first place? So I am stacking the puzzles a bit just because I don't have enough space to do them otherwise. I also started sorting the edge pieces into batches so that I can just like grab the one that I need for each puzzle. Again, is that cheating? I don't know. I don't think so, and I'm the one making the rules, so that's what we're doing. So we're at 1 hour and 7 right now. I'm starting the time again, and I'm hoping that I can finish all of the edges before maybe 1.5 hours, the next 20 minutes. It's a little ambitious, but now that I've decided to hashtag cheat and not do them one at a time, I think it's gonna go a little faster. Okay, here's the new rule. I can't just grab the whole stack of pieces and put them in all together. I still have to put in each piece one at a time. I think I'm okay with that rule. We'll just go from there. Oh my God. I just finished all of the edges. This is crazy. This looks so cool. Like seeing all of these empty spaces, but the puzzle is like that thick. So here's what I'm thinking for the middle. I think I'm gonna move them off one at a time and then try to do the whole thing and then move on to the next one and continue doing it that way. Otherwise, you know, it's literally just finding where the piece goes and putting it down and stacking it up. It's not really doing the puzzle 10 times. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. Wish me luck. I think I need a little break. I'm gonna have a snack. I'll be back in a sec. She has returned. All right, so let me see. Before I start the time, how many can I actually fit on this table, separated out so that they're not stacked on top of each other? Also, without breaking everything into a million pieces. That'd be great, real great. All right, based on what the top camera angle looks like, I think I'm just gonna do it one at a time. And obviously the first one's gonna take the longest because I have the most pieces to sort through, but hopefully by the end it'll start going faster. So let's get back into it. Also, it is no longer going to be against the rules to group the same piece together. Like if I find multiple of the same pieces, I'm just gonna make piles of them here on the table. The first one is also gonna be the hardest because I have not done any of these pieces before. Theoretically, as I get going, you know, I'll remember what the picture looked like from the previous ones. Okay, here's my strategy so far, which seems to be working pretty well. I'm pulling out any pieces with sky on them because those are pretty unique. And so I'm putting one in here and then I'm making piles over here. And then as I work on the next one, you know, those will already be there waiting for me. All right, I'm just gonna pause the time really quickly so that I can show you what this looks like because you can't really see it on this top camera. So here are all of the pieces that I'm grouping together. These are some of the more unique pieces that are in the puzzle. So I'm putting down the first one as I get it, and then I'm just making these piles of all of the rest of them. All right, but maybe I should actually start working on the center of this one a little bit more. I don't know. What am I doing? What a day. What a weird day that this is. Oh my God. I finished the very first one. Oh, this is so exciting. Okay, so now, wait. Where am I gonna put it? Oh no, okay. Wait, I think I can I pick the whole thing up? All right, there we go. I'm just gonna put it there, and now we're gonna move on to the next one, which hopefully should go faster now that I've done one entire puzzle. All right, puzzle number 2, let's get started. We are officially at 1 hour and 40 minutes, but as I said before, I think it should go a little bit quicker from now on, especially as I go, because I'll have fewer and fewer pieces to work with, just like with any other puzzle. I feel like this part of the video is not going to be quite as interesting because it's literally the same thing over and over again. But here's what I don't understand. How am I having so much trouble again with this when I literally just did the exact same puzzle? If I really wanted to be efficient, I would put these pieces in order so that I would know which ones I'd already grabbed, but it's too much work. We're already in it. We're just going to keep going. Oh my god, I just finished puzzle number 2. All right, this is getting, hang on, let me stop this for a sec. Okay, so this is gonna get a little bit repetitive, so I think I'm gonna turn off this camera, stop doing this little voiceover for a little bit, power through all of these, and I'll see you when I'm almost done. Oh my god, you guys, I'm down to the very last puzzle. At this point, I know these pieces. Oops, forgot to start the time. Okay, at this point, I know these pieces so well. I could like do this puzzle in my sleep. I guess that's what happens when you do the exact same puzzle 10 times in a row. Also, it's nice that now I know that these are all of the pieces and these are the only pieces. I don't have any more duplicates left. What a luxury. My god, I'm getting so close to never having to look at this picture ever again. I'm so sick of this picture. Oh my god, the last piece. I did it. Oh, wow, that was, oh wait, my time. Okay, 2 minutes and, or I mean, my time. Let me try that again. All right, my final time, 2 hours and 41 minutes. So I am exhausted after doing 10 of the exact same puzzle over and over. So I'm going to get my thoughts together and I'll be back tomorrow to, I don't know, do an outro. I need to go. I've done too many puzzles today. Well, it's been a little bit more than a day, and in that time, I've actually dismantled my entire living room setup and moved in here into my new studio. But anyway, the first thing I want to do is give a shout out because I posted on Instagram asking you guys how long you thought it would take me to do all 10 of the same puzzle. My final time was 2 hours and 41 minutes, and the person who posted first that got closest was Stamp with Stein. So congratulations. There's no prize, you just get to hear your name in the video. So now that I've done this, I do think I want to try it again, except maybe with physically smaller puzzles. I'm thinking maybe like the small dollar store puzzles, I could mix like 3 of them together and then I could fit all of them on the table at the same time. And I think doing 3 like 300 piece or 500 piece puzzles would be a bigger challenge than 10 100-piece puzzles, just because individually each 100-piece puzzle is not difficult. So once I got started, they just went together super quickly, and it wasn't really puzzling as much as just memorization of what each piece looked like and then putting them in 10 times in a row. Also, the biggest thing I did wrong is that I should have marked the back of each puzzle, like each puzzle piece in each separate box, before I emptied out all of the pieces. I should have marked them in a different color so that once I was done, I could separate them back out, because when they cut puzzles, each puzzle is not going to be exactly the same. You know, it'll be like slightly off on the surface that the die cut is coming down to cut it. So each puzzle lines up perfectly, but if you mix them together, they end up a little bit off. And I'll be honest, I tried to put them all back, but some of them, the differences is so small, and since there are 10 puzzles to do, it literally would have taken hours and hours to try each piece one at a time to try to put them all back into a picture that fully lined up. Plus, I feel like most of the people who are going to be doing these 100-piece puzzles in the future will be kids, and not saying that kids don't deserve quality products, but I don't know if they'll be quite as discerning about pieces not, or like the picture not quite lining up as like adults would. So I wrote out a little note to include in each box just to make it clear that this is not an issue with bits and pieces. This was entirely my fault. So you might be wondering, where am I donating these? How am I gonna get these to kids who might wanna do them? Because obviously I'm not keeping 10 of the same puzzle. Well, there is actually a puzzle library here in LA called the Puzzle Palace, and I just reached out to them and asked if they wanted a donation of these puzzles as well as a few others that I'm done with. So they're gonna come over to pick them up in a socially distanced way, and I'll put their Instagram right down below if you want to check them out and potentially get one of these puzzles. So I want to say a huge thank you to Bits and Pieces for always being so generous and up for whatever crazy puzzle ideas I come up with. I'd love to know in a comment, have you ever mixed puzzles together, whether it's the same puzzle or different puzzles, and was that fun? Was it frustrating? Tell me all about it. So your code word for watching all the way to the end of this very long video will be puppies. Oh. All right, I'm gonna try to not knock over this whole stack of boxes, and I will see you all next time.